Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the rugged world of the BvS10 all-terrain vehicles, a family of articulated amphibious armored platforms that's become a go-to for militaries tackling the toughest terrains on the planet, from frozen Arctic tundras to muddy battlefields and everything in between. If you're a military tech enthusiast, a strategy buff, or just love exploring the wheeled and tracked warriors that keep troops mobile and protected where roads fear to tread, you're in for a real treat because the BvS10, also known as Bandvagn 10, which translates to Protected Tracked Vehicle in Swedish, and is produced by BAE Systems Land Systems Hägglunds of Sweden, with license manufacturing by FNSS of Turkey, isn't just another transport. It's a versatile, battle-proven beast designed for rapid deployment, troop carrying, and multi-role ops in extreme conditions, earning nicknames like Viking from the UK forces or Beowulf in its unarmored variant. Evolving from the earlier Bandvagn 206 series, this tracked articulated vehicle hit the scene in the early 2000s as a collaboration between Swedish engineering and the British Ministry of Defence for the Royal Marines. And it's still rolling strong in 2025 with fresh deliveries and upgrades keeping it relevant. We're going to break down its impressive capabilities in full detail, give you a comprehensive technical rundown, explore its combat legacy and strategic role, and cover the latest factual news straight from recent developments as of September 20th, 2025. Including the groundbreaking joint deliveries to Sweden, Germany, and the UK under their collaborative all-terrain vehicle program, also known as CATV, which is a multinational initiative for shared procurement of advanced mobility platforms. So grab a snack, get comfy, and let's traverse into everything you need to know about the BvS10 all-terrain vehicles. The BvS10's capabilities are what make it a standout in the world of all-terrain armored vehicles, engineered specifically for operations where conventional wheeled or tracked platforms would grind to a halt, offering unmatched mobility across snow, ice, mud, swamps, rocky ground, steep mountains, and even flooded coastal waters while providing ballistic and mine protection for up to 10 personnel plus cargo. As an articulated design, meaning its front and rear units pivot independently via a central hinge for steering and obstacle climbing, it can flex up to 30 degrees vertically and horizontally, allowing it to conquer slopes up to 60%, ford rivers up to 1.2 meters deep without preparation, or swim at speeds up to 10 kilometers per hour using water jets for propulsion, making it amphibious out of the box for beach assaults, river crossings, or disaster relief in flood zones. This versatility shines in troop transport roles, carrying a driver, commander, and 8 passengers in its dual cabin setup with rear doors for quick dismounts under fire, or in variants like the command vehicle for battlefield coordination, ambulance for medical evacuations with space for 4 stretchers and a medic, or logistics carrier for hauling ammunition, fuel, or engineering gear up to 3 tons. Protection comes from its modular armor kit, rated to withstand 7.62mm rounds all around and 14.5mm armor-piercing rounds on the frontal arc, plus V-shaped underbelly armor to deflect blasts from up to 6 kilograms of trinitrotoluene, also known as TNT, which is a high explosive used as a benchmark for mine resistance, ensuring survivability against improvised explosive devices and artillery fragments. The vehicle's low ground pressure, about 0.35 kilograms per square centimeter from its wide tracks, prevents it from sinking in soft snow or sand, while optional add-ons like the Eldon-Het 98 surface-to-air missile system, also known as the RBS-70NG, which is a man-portable air defense missile for short-range threats, turn it into a mobile anti-drone or helicopter platform. In operational terms, the BvS10 can lead amphibious landings, support infantry advances in Arctic ops, or evacuate casualties from remote sites with its 120 km per hour top speed on roads and 800 km range, letting it sustain long patrols without constant resupply, all while integrating with digital command systems for networked warfare. Let's break down the technical specs and how the BvS10 operates in practice, because this vehicle's engineering is a smart evolution of Swedish all-terrain design, balancing extreme mobility with armored utility in a package that's transportable by C-130 Hercules or Chinook helicopters for rapid global deployment. At about 6.5 meters long, 2.9 meters wide, and 2.5 meters tall to the turret roof, it weighs around 13 tons in base configuration, scaling to 18 tons fully loaded. With a ground clearance of 0.45 meters and tracks that provide a contact patch equivalent to snowshoes for flotation in deep powder up to 1 meter. Powered by a Scania 6-cylinder turbocharged diesel engine producing 240 kilowatts or 320 horsepower, paired with a 6-speed automatic transmission and hydrostatic steering for the articulated joint, it hits 120 kilometers per hour on highways, about 75 miles per hour, with a cruising range of 650 kilometers on 500 liters of diesel and off-road speeds of 40 kilometers per hour across mud, sand, or ice, thanks to its independent torsion bar suspension on each unit. The dual-cabin layout features the front module for the driver and commander, with 360-degree vision blocks and digital displays, connected by a flexible coupling to the rear troop compartment, with firing ports for small arms and a rear ramp for fast exits, while Amphibious mode engages water jets for forward propulsion at 4 to 10 kilometers per hour. Variants expand its roles. The troop carrier holds 10 including crew, the command post adds radios and workstations for battle management, the ambulance fits 4 litters with medical gear, and the recovery vehicle tows up to 20 tons with a winch and crane. Operationally, the flow is seamless. The driver selects terrain mode, road, cross-country, or water. The articulated hinge adjusts automatically for obstacles up to 0.8 meters high, sensors feed data to the commander for threat assessment, and if armed, the remote weapon station slews a 12.7mm machine gun or missile launcher to engage while the vehicle repositions at speed, all protected by its mine-resistant hull and optional cage armor against rocket-propelled grenades. This makes the BvS10 a logistics lifeline in Arctic exercises or amphibious assaults, where it can ford a river, climb a snowbank, and deliver troops under fire without breaking stride. The BvS10's strategic role remains crucial in 2025 for NATO and allied forces facing diverse threats, from Russian incursions in the Arctic to insurgencies in rugged terrains, providing a protected mobility solution that's deployable by air or sea for rapid response in peacekeeping, disaster relief, or high-intensity conflicts. In joint ops, like those with the Royal Marines or Dutch Marines, it leads beachheads or evacuations in flood zones, while its export variants support Austrian mountain troops or French rapid reaction forces, reducing reliance on heavier vehicles like the Boxer 8x8 in confined spaces. Fun fact, the BvS10's articulated design lets it crawl over logs or ditches by lifting its front unit independently, a trick from its Bandvagn heritage that saved crews in Afghan valleys. Another cool tidbit, in its unarmored Beowulf form, it won the U.S. Army's Cold Weather All-Terrain Vehicle program in August 2022 for 110 units worth $278 million, replacing the aging M973 small unit support vehicle derived from the Bandvagn 206. The latest news as of September 20th, 2025, has the BvS10 making waves with the rollout of the first 3 vehicles under the Collaborative All-Terrain Vehicle Program on September 17th. One each for Sweden, Germany, and the United Kingdom, marking the start of deliveries for a 436-vehicle order worth $760 million, signed in December 2022. BAE Systems Hägglunds confirmed the handover at their Örnsköldsvik facility in Sweden, with these latest generation BvS10s featuring dual cabins, articulated steering, and enhanced protection for extreme terrains like snow, ice, and mountains, supporting troop transport, logistics, medical evacuations, and command roles. The program, aimed at successors to the M973, streamlines procurement for NATO interoperability, and Sweden's integration of the Saab mobile short-range air defense system on BvS10 platforms continues, with full deliveries expected by 2028. This joint effort boosts mobility for the 3 nations' armies, and BAE highlighted how the vehicle's amphibious design enables operations in flooded or coastal areas. No new contracts were announced this week, but the U.S. Army's Beowulf variant remains on track for delivery, and interest from other NATO members like the Netherlands, which already operates BvS10s, is growing for upgrades. The BvS10 all-terrain vehicle family is a testament to Swedish engineering's focus on extreme mobility and protection, offering a versatile platform that's as at home in Arctic convoys as amphibious assaults, and with fresh deliveries underway, it's set to keep rolling for years. So, what do you all think about the BvS10? Are you impressed by its articulated design and amphibious prowess, excited for the CATV program's impact, or curious about its role in NATO ops? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, share it with your friends who love military tech, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into the vehicles shaping modern warfare. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.